A car with a fabric body? Flying cars. Are they a reality or just fantasies that remain only in drawings and sketches? When will we have cars that can take you home after a drunken party, and no one will take away your license? Today, we will explore some very interesting cars of the future that will captivate your imagination. Personally, I consider it a bad idea to create a flying car based on existing technologies. In the end, you get a bad airplane and a terribly inconvenient car. The Terrafugia TFX model is direct evidence of my theory. The Terrafugia company from Boston has been developing this car for many years. They promised to launch it into production as early as 2023, but it's already 2024, and beyond impressive 3D render videos, they haven't progressed. The claimed flying and technical qualities remain only on paper. The company promised that the cost of such a car would be around $300,000, with a power of 2 electric motors at 600 horsepower each, autonomous driving system, emergency landing system, and much more. But for now, we can only hope that such a future will arrive very soon, and we'll all be flying in the sky, avoiding dreadful traffic jams. This electric car is currently undergoing trials in Europe and America, with plans to expand to South Asia, including India. It was developed by Honda and SoftBank in 2022. The engine has a power of 154 HP, accelerates to 62 mph in 8 seconds, has a range of 124 kilometers on a single charge, and an expected price of €12,600. High-resolution cameras replace side mirrors. The Honda New V is a 2-seater electric city car with artificial intelligence and autonomous driving capabilities. To provide support during driving, it can analyze the driver's stress level based on facial expression and pulse, as well as study the driver's lifestyle and preferences to make appropriate suggestions depending on the situation. So, I wouldn't recommend arguing on the phone while sitting in such a car. What if it decides to wrap you around a pole? Or simply stops in the middle of the road, expecting a giant truck speeding from behind at any moment? On the other hand, the feature allowing the car to transport people autonomously when not in use could be quite useful. But if we're talking about a scary design, surely the first place goes to the Chevrolet ENV model. I can't bring myself to call this crazy stool an automobile. What do you think about it? Write in the comments. Let's see how many people agree with my opinion. So General Motors, in collaboration with Segway, heavily brainstormed with their designers and created this 2-seater urban car. Initially, they wanted to sell their creation to Americans, but they didn't appreciate this death capsule. Then they went to the Chinese market to try their luck. The car has a maximum speed of 25 mph and a maximum range of 25 miles. The whole apparatus is studded with sensors for autonomous driving, such as GPS, optical, volumetric, and the like. Oh, an important point I forgot to mention. This technological marvel has only 2 wheels. Can you imagine what will happen if the battery runs out? Or if the electronics glitch while you're going down a hill? It's scary to think about the consequences in such a situation. Well, somersaults, I mean. To be fair, it's worth noting that Chevrolet knows how to create good designs. Their self-driving concept car on wheel hubs is a testament to that. This show car, Chevrolet FNR, likely represents preparation for a future niche production car, capable of competing with the BMW i8 in terms of wow factor. It seems that the creators of this idea at the Patak Technical Center have gone all out. The Chevrolet FNR electric car is equipped with a fully autonomous driving system based on a range of sensors and radars, automatic wireless charging, an iris scanner instead of an ignition key, and motors integrated into the wheels. It even has the ability to turn the seats towards each other, emphasizing autonomous control. The exterior optics are based on laser technology. These features reflect the model's motto, "Find new roads." In combination with a unique design, it's a shame that the technology hasn't advanced to the point where this car can fly. Now, that would truly make it a car of the future. We've already seen that Chevrolet isn't good at making small cars with good design, but Toyota managed to do it. They created the Toyota FV2, a car controlled by the driver's tilting motion, somewhat reminiscent of motorcycle control. In addition, the FV2 provides a wide range of safety information, including timely warnings about other vehicles and blind spots at intersections. This contributes to safer driving using intelligent transport system technology, allowing it to communicate with other vehicles in the area and local road infrastructure. Toyota aims to foster a relationship between the driver and the FV2, similar to the trust and understanding a rider has with a horse. The car uses both voice recognition and images to determine the driver's mood. It also utilizes the driver's driving history to determine destinations and provides information on driving techniques to help improve the driver's skills. In addition to the augmented reality display on the windshield, the driver can customize the color of the external display and the car's body, enhancing the connection between the car and the driver. In my opinion, the design of this car is sleek, emphasizing speed and maneuverability. You trust this machine even before getting into it. What do you think about it? It's always disappointing when you see a fantastic concept car, and then you look at the production model, which has nothing in common with the concept. How cool was the Renault Kwid concept at the New Delhi Motor Show? Essentially, it's a compact SUV with reinforced suspension capable of handling rally conditions. The steering wheel is in the center, and 2 passengers sit on the left and right sides of the driver. There are also 2 additional seats in the back. What makes it even more interesting is the quadcopter mounted on the roof under a protective cover. It can explore the surroundings from above when you're speeding across endless deserts. Essentially, it's a flying companion that automatically follows GPS markers and assists the pilot, and then they release the production model, which, in terms of design, concept, and technology, bears no resemblance to the concept. Just an ordinary gray vehicle, losing all the romance of travel and adventure that the concept had. If I'm against flying cars, I can't say the same about roadworthy planes. They're not the same thing. When you take an airplane as a base and make it capable of reaching an aerodrome via regular roads, there's some sense in that. You don't need to rent a special hangar at the aerodrome, and you can also go shopping with this thing. In short, when there's some logic in the concept, it's developed into a real prototype and undergoes testing. A Slovakian company created the flying car Aeromobile 3.0, and it actually flies. It even crashed in 2015. But the pilot survived because a ballistic parachute was deployed. However, this incident delayed the release date of the production model. The car is designed for 2 people weighing 1,323 pounds. The maximum speed in flight is 120 mph, and on the road it's 99 mph. From the description, I understand that both the wheels in the road version and the propeller in the aviation version are powered by the same Rotax 912S engine. Using an aviation engine as a base is a sensible decision. It's clear that the designer is primarily an aviation engineer, not an automotive one. Today, there's already a 4th model and a 4-seater is being developed. But nowhere could I find a crucial indicator for planes and gliders: aerodynamic quality. For an airplane, it should be around 10. That means, from a height of 1 kilometer with no working engine, the plane should glide for a distance of 10 kilometers. But something tells me that Aeromobile 3.0 is not doing well in this aspect. The BMW Gina Light Visionary model is a conceptual sports car with fabric covering, Emotion Curiosity. The idea is that you can change the car's shape effortlessly if desired. The company's developers claim that this fabric is elastic, waterproof, resilient, and durable. The fabric body is resistant to high and low temperatures, does not swell or contract. The fabric is stretched over a movable aluminum frame. Numerous electric and hydraulic actuators adjust the frame's shape. For example, the trunk, 2 side panels, and hood make up just 4 Gina panels. Small engines pull the fabric from slots like eyelids above the headlights. Access to the engine is also through a slit in the middle of the hood. Since the fabric is semi-transparent, the rear lights simply shine through it. To facilitate getting in and out of the car when parked, the steering wheel and instruments on the central console are in the idle position. They assume the correct position when the driver presses the start button. The headrest rises from the seat when the driver sits down. In countries where theft is minimal, such a concept has merit. In other cases, breaking into the cabin poses no challenge, even for a school kid. If the Mercedes-Benz F-015 can't be called the car of the future, then what else can it be called? This concept car has transformed the notion of a car from a simple means of transportation into a place for leisure. The spacious cabin takes the concept of comfort and luxury to an entirely new level. Continuous information exchange between passengers, car software, and the environment is a key feature of the prototype. The F-15 is an expression of Mercedes-Benz's foresight regarding global trends. By 2030, the number of cities with over 10 million inhabitants will increase from around 30 to over 40. According to Dr. Dieter Zetsche, chairman of the board of Daimler AG and head of Mercedes-Benz cars, the most valuable luxuries in the 21st century are personal space and time. Autonomous Mercedes-Benz cars are designed to offer precisely that. The concept car is equipped with a 29 kilowatt lithium battery for a 124-mile range, charged wirelessly. However, it doesn't stop there, as an additional 559 miles are provided by hydrogen. In the end, the car can travel 683 miles without recharging. Emotion, surprise. A pair of rear-axle engines with a peak power of 136 XP each delivers a combined torque of 400 Newton-meters. Thanks to this, the car accelerates to 124 mph in 6.7 seconds. Mercedes-Benz goes beyond the technical aspects of autonomous driving, pioneering the transition from merely autonomous to autonomous vehicles. Just as Carl Benz's car in 1886 changed people and society as a whole, the first autonomous cars can change the world. The four-swiveling seats system, allowing passengers to face each other, is a key component of the innovative interior concept of the F-15. Time spent in the car can be used for work, relaxation, or interaction with the four passengers. When the doors open, the electrically operated seats rotate 30 degrees outward, facilitating entry and exit. Continuous information exchange between passengers, car software, and the environment is another important feature of the prototype. 6 screens integrated into the dashboard, side, and rear panels convey information. Using touch commands, eye movements, or gestures, passengers can easily control the car's functions. The F-15 concept car with electric drive uses laser projections and LED screens to interact with the environment. This car is capable of autonomously finding a parking space via GPS and parking itself without anyone inside. In the future, the profession of a personal driver will disappear, just as the profession of a personal coachman once did. Mercedes demonstrated that its technology allows for autonomous driving in everyday life, as in 2013 when the autonomous sedan S500 Intelligent Drive first traveled the historical route of Bertha-Benz in 1888. The company insists on calling this car not a concept, but an exploratory vehicle. Its leadership is confident that by 2030, predominantly such vehicles will be in operation on the roads. In addition to concepts, there are future cars already driving on the roads. The BMW i3 has the appearance of a concept and the practicality of everyday transport. This compact urban electric car accelerates to 62 mph in just about 6.9 seconds. The power of the restyled version is 184 horsepower, which is excessive for such a small car. It can reach a maximum speed of 93 mph and has a range of 99 miles. For the city, that's more than enough. It looks more like a gadget than a car, and it connects to your smartphone like an additional gadget. The interior of the cabin of this German electric car combines compactness and comfort. The size of the cabin allows comfortable travel not only for the driver and front passenger, but also for people sitting in the rear seat of the car. As for the internal design of the model, it turned out to be quite ambiguous. At first glance, it's challenging to understand what dominates in the car. Retro motifs or details emphasizing the modernity of the car and the innovation of its technologies. For example, the narrow front panel resembles an old tube radio. At the same time, the BMW i3 features a touch digital instrument panel and a multimedia system tablet. Overall, the car seats are comfortable, but the slight thickness and stiffness of the backrest may cause discomfort. The advantages of this type of construction include the fact that even tall people can comfortably sit in this seat. A wide range of mechanical adjustments and side support somewhat compensates for this excessive stiffness. The car is equipped with heated front seats and seats with ventilation and massage, and the trunk has only 69 gallons, but it can be increased to 39 cubic feet thanks to extensive transformation capabilities. The materials used to finish the car's interior include genuine leather, wood, textured fabric, composite materials, and plastic. It would be great if manufacturers were not afraid to implement bold solutions of their concepts in real life. Maybe then it will become more vibrant. That's it for us. Goodbye, everyone.